Happy Monday, everyone. Susan Sly here. I hope you're having a great day. My Facebook Lives on Monday are going to change times a little bit for the next while because I'm teaching Business Academy, my 8-session online branding and conversion course. So with that, today, it's the time it is. It's all good. It doesn't matter if you're here live or you're watching this or someone shared it with you. A little bit about these Facebook Live episodes. What they're designed to do is to help you become more productive so you can lead a ridiculously fulfilling life. And today, my topic is online marketing, digital marketing, and social media marketing. So just a few tips and strategies that I do want to share. So when you are using social media to market or digital marketing or driving people to a landing page or a web page, you know, sometimes it's like throwing spaghetti against the wall, right? You're like, is this really working? I don't know. I hear people say do Facebook Lives, and so I did Facebook Lives, but that didn't really generate more sales for me. Then I hear people say do Facebook ads, and that wasn't necessarily working. And then I'm like, oh, people just post before and after pictures, and that works for people, but what is really working? So what it comes down to are 3 key C's. Okay, and these are, I just came back last week from the Traffic and Conversion Summit, which is the largest digital marketing conference in the world. And I'm super excited to say that in addition to being an Infusionsoft certified partner, I am now a digital marketing certified partner. I'm going to be heading to Austin in a couple weeks to hang out with Ryan Dice for the day and strategize. And, you know, some of you may be thinking, well, how did she move from teaching productivity and organization to digital marketing? Well, it just makes sense, right? Because the reality is that one of the top time wasters, I think you'd all agree, is social media. And if we're on social media and we have businesses and we're not actually generating leads and converting those to sales, then we're kind of wasting time. And anything that wastes time is something I'm going to talk about in these episodes and on my podcast show. And if you haven't checked that out, it is on iTunes. So let's get into it super quick today. The first one is community building. One of the biggest trends right now is building communities, and whether it's on LinkedIn or Facebook, the community building piece is huge. And Gary Vaynerchuk, who I have shared the stage with and seen him speak live, he wrote the book Jab, 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 Right Hook. So the best marketers build community, and what they do is they give a lot of free content. And it's content that is relevant to their avatar, but it isn't a sell fest. It's always giving that amazing content that is going to help their ideal client or customer, which is called the avatar, really connect with them. And so you have a couple choices with community building. Number one, you can start your own community, and that's fantastic. It does take a little bit longer to do that, and you are going to have to be putting content into that community 2, 3, 4 times a day, at least 5 days a week. And so if you're going to be community building on Facebook, you would start a Facebook business page or fan page and whatever's relevant to your avatar. So if you're going to build a health and fitness community, you'd be posting recipes and workouts and doing Facebook Live, offering your best tips. But if you have a product or service, you're not just hammering people on that, because there are so many groups right now that, you know, what is going to set your community apart from others? So what does your community really stand for? Is it love? Is it contribution? In this community that we have on this page, the community is really about productivity hacks. It's like, how do we become more productive? Tim Ferriss wrote The 4-Hour Work Week. Now, I have 5 kids, and I tell you, my loves, I do not have a 4-hour work week. And God bless you, Tim. I love you. There is no 4-hour work week for me because I go from my work, my business, to being a mom, which is also sometimes work, right? So I don't have a 4-hour work week, but I do get a lot of things done. And the real aspect of this community, GSD, Get Stuff Done, is how can we automate parts of our business? How can we become more productive? How do we do all these things so we can sleep better at night and create a better life for ourselves, for our families, for our, anyone we care about? Number 2 is capture. We must capture. We must take people from our online community into our list. And so that's why we recommend using a CRM. That is a client management system. And with a CRM, we are Infusionsoft certified partners. So obviously that's what we recommend. However, shouts out to people in the ClickFunnels community and other communities. But it's so important that you are taking people off of your social media list into a list that you can physically manage. And so whether that is using a landing page to do an email capture, but make sure you're giving something free away. So on SusanSly.com, we give coupons. So when you opt in, you get a coupon for a class or something, which is really cool. You might give away a video series. You might give away an ebook, but those are called lead magnets. And that's something. Why does that person want to go from your online community into your list community? Okay, so that's the second thing. And the third thing in terms of really understanding the 3C's of online marketing is clarity. What is your message? Are you all over the map, right? Like sometimes I see people and, they're all into, whatever it is one week, and then they're into weight loss one week, then they're into Bitcoin the next week. Like they're so confusing, right? And so the reality is that whether it's, Tony Robbins or Brendon Burchard or who else have I shared the stage with? Jim Rohn, who's now passed, or Jack Canfield, or any of them, the reality is they have a clarity of message. And that's the thing. You guys come here on Mondays, and if you're new to the page or someone shared this with you, I'd love to hang out with you. Come to the page because you want clarity. You come here because what you want from me is what? You want tips to help you become more productive. So whether we're talking about a productivity notebook, or we're talking about a CRM, or we're talking about how to manage yourself when there's all this chaos happening, right? That's why you're here, because you want to learn from someone who's been successful in business, who has 5 kids, who does all that stuff, right? Like that's why you're here. And you didn't come here because you want me to share recipes, and you didn't come here because you want me to show you how to make candles. You came here for productivity hacks, and that's what we do. So anyway, with that, those are the 3C's of marketing. I love you guys. Check out, I'm going to be doing a podcast show on this subject, so check that out. That should be coming up in the next couple weeks. If you haven't heard my podcast, go to iTunes and Susan Sly. Check it out, Susan Sly Project. And last thing, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, one of my favorite things to teach is coming up. It is Organize Your Life for Entrepreneurs. And we do tax strategies. And people who register early are going to get a bonus class with a CPA on how to organize your business for taxes. Is awesome. Setting up yourself in business, when to use an NDA. That's a non-disclosure agreement. How to really get yourself organized and deal with all the things that business throws at you. So with that, check it out on SusanSly.com. That's coming up in April, and I think we're still in early bird pricing. So with that, God bless. Go out and rock your day. If this has been great, I'd love for you to share it, comment. I read all your comments. I look at all your shares, and I will see you in the very near future.